I never thought something like this would happen to me. It was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime: sunny beaches, vibrant culture, and new experiences. I had everything planned down to the last detail. But then, just a few days into my stay, things took a turn I never saw coming. I woke up with a strange pain in my side, nothing too alarming at first, but by the afternoon, it got worse. It was like a stabbing sensation that wouldn't let up. I tried to push through it, thinking it was just one of those things that would pass. But when I collapsed on the street trying to get back to my hotel, that's when I realized this wasn't something I could just walk off. I barely had the energy to get a taxi, but somehow I made it to the emergency room. The hospital staff were all so kind, and the place was clean, modern, just what you'd expect from a foreign country that relies heavily on tourism. But then, the moment came. I was told they couldn't treat me because I didn't have insurance. My heart sank. They said that in order to get any kind of medical assistance, I had to pay up front, and without insurance, I was basically stuck. I was in a foreign country, alone, and in excruciating pain, with no idea how I was going to pay for treatment. And just like that, I felt the world tilt. The panic started creeping in. What was I supposed to do? How was I going to manage this? I called my family, but the time difference made things complicated. I felt more isolated than I had ever felt in my life. That's when my phone buzzed, and I remembered something I'd set up just before the trip: travel insurance. It wasn't something I had thought much about until then, and I certainly hadn't expected to need it so soon. But in that moment, it felt like a lifeline. I had signed up for Orist, insured just a few days before I left. Honestly, it was more of a better safe than sorry situation. I had heard good things about them, so I figured, why not? Well, I'm so grateful that I did. I quickly called their customer service. The operator answered right away, calm and collected, and listened to my situation. They walked me through the entire process. It was as simple as submitting my medical details, and within minutes, they arranged for me to get the care I needed. The best part? I didn't have to pay a cent up front. They took care of everything. I remember sitting there, feeling like I could finally breathe again. It was a relief like no other. If you've ever been in a situation where you're stranded and in pain, you know how quickly fear can take over. And it's one thing to be stuck in a foreign place. It's another to be stuck in a situation where you have no idea how you're going to get help. But having that safety net, that knowledge that you're covered no matter what, is a game changer. I can't stress this enough. Don't skimp on travel insurance. I never imagined I'd be in a position where I needed it so urgently, but looking back, I realize how foolish I would have been to travel without it. Sure, we all like to think nothing bad will happen, but I promise you, when you're faced with an emergency, you'll be glad you took the extra step to protect yourself. Now, I'm not here to push a product on you, but if you're looking for peace of mind on your travels, Orist Insure is the one I trust. It's not some flashy ad. It's the insurance I used when I needed it most, and I honestly don't know what I would have done without it. Travel insurance is one of those things you don't really appreciate until you're in a situation where it's the only thing that can save you. Trust me on this. Do your future self a favor. Get covered before you go, no matter where you're headed. You never know when you'll need it.